Movie. Debout là-bas, Cal. Debout, joue. seguisse. Ghana go fight, il a sorti là-bas. Ghana go fight. Regarde-moi. C'est bon, c'est bon. ne passe pas. Il recule. Chamba, joue.
Who gets it back to De Bruyne. I think he wanted that to go to Jeremy Doku, but Van Aken pounced on it. De Kuyper does find Jeremy Doku, who's his trademark stop and then run, cuts back inside, and he's got his defender on the floor, and he curls an effort. That was a very decent shot from Doku. It's really fantastic. He's one of those wingers. He's very stabby, but at the same time, he's one of those wingers who doesn't actually have to really do any skill to put you on your feet. I mean, to put you on the floor, sorry. He just has to, move from right to left, vary his pace, and he can get defenders in real trouble.
Yeah, he had him tangled there. He put him on the floor. Very savvy. He's got electric feet, doesn't he? He's brilliant. That's why he plays for one of the best clubs in the world in Manchester City. Absolute top talent. He's been brilliant this season as well. And Belgium are a different team without him as well. You talk about the Kevin De Bruyne's. Tielemans, Courtois as such, but even when they didn't have Doku last game, they were a massively different team. When he was deemed fit for this game, that was huge for them. And he's done. He seems to be everywhere, left to right. I don't actually know exactly where he's playing. I think he's popping up on both wings, really. I think once he put that defender on the floor, I don't think he was going to go for goal. He saw some players in the centre, but I think after he made that skill and took the defender on, he only had one thing in mind, and it wasn't a million miles away. 5 minutes till the break.
Yeah, of course, so much made of Doku potentially missing the quarter-final for the birth of his child if Belgium do get there, but you would still think that they've have some serious improvements to make if they are going to reach the quarter-final stage. We're going to see an early ball swung in by New Zealand. That was a dangerous one. There was a man, Singh, there ready to pounce, but Courtois somewhat unconventionally came and volleyed it out. It was a sweet connection straight out for a throw-in, which was taken quickly by New Zealand, looking to continue the pressure. No doubt that they've had the best spell of their game since conceding that opener to Leandro Trossard. Have it back with Crocombe now. I mean, it's almost not even worth saying this because obviously things are going to change, but were they to stay the same right now, Egypt would top the group, would play South Korea, Belgium would come second, have a match with Australia, and Iran would squeeze in third and play Switzerland. Kevin De Bruyne with a lovely turn in the centre of the park, lays it off to Castagna, gets it back from Trossard. It actually was. He's down on the floor hugging Sermon because they collided a little bit as De Bruyne got the shot off, but it was rolled into him with good pace, and someone of De Bruyne's quality should be doing much better from there.
I think so. What a brilliant move it was. Laid through from De Bruyne to Trossard on the right hand side and got it the angle perfect. That's the difference in the world class players. And then Trossard with the wherewithal to return it for where once it came. Wasn't bad at all, but yeah, he leant back on the effort. It's not even kind of close. It's a real shame actually, because it would have been a beautiful goal for Belgium. A ball stabbed all the way through to Courtois, hopeless in the end. And I think New Zealand are going to end this first half without a shot.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way, unless you're counting that what we just saw as a shot potentially. I mean, initially it was clever from Chris Wood, who dropped off his marker to win that first header and get his team on the way. They need more of that. I think they need to just get it up to Wood a little bit quicker rather than trying to play through the midfield. But Belgium are playing through the midfield and they're doing so brilliantly, and the ball's been stabbed through to Cataleri. Shot with the left foot is saved low to his left by Crocombe in the New Zealand goal. I think it was Trossard who initially poked the ball through, and it was a really nice move again from Belgium, just cutting through New Zealand like a knife through butter at the minute. They've got it on the edge of the box again. Van Aken finds De Bruyne, trying to get it round the corner to an advancing Castagna, but it's cut out. And Cementic in midfield manages to get hold of it, just still swapping wings every now and then. Tried to run down the right hand side, but once more under pressure in the midfield, they give it away. Van Aken, in contrast, has no pressure on him and has time just to roll the ball to the advancing Timothy Castagna. He gets it back from Castagna and finds Castagna's former Leicester City teammate Yuri Tielemans. Now Trossard taking his turn to drop really deep. It's becoming increasingly fluid, this Belgium lineup, as they get more and more comfortable in this game. Trossard sprays it out to Castagna. He gets it back to Trossard. And once again, those two exchanging passes. There's two men in front of Trossard, so he's going to try and switch the play. Does so successfully to Jeremy Doku, who I would say is in way too much space. He decides not to use it, instead finds De Kuyper, who returns the favour. And now we're going to see Doku up against the fullback. That's been one of the most exciting battles so far of the day, that Doku is firmly willing against Payne, but that time he just cut inside, tried a cute little pass in, and it was instantly knocked away, but only as far as Mekele, who has made a good run here, is give and go with De Bruyne and Castagna. Trossard at the edge of the box is going to have a pop, and Cementic again gets in the way. Yuri Tielemans, we know he likes to strike them, but he said rolls it out to Mekele, who's still there. The ball's into De Catalare, it just bounces off him a little bit. He's not looked entirely comfortable up front, you'd have to say. We've already talked about the fact that he's a midfielder by trade, really. Mekele's still up there. He's completely abandoned his defensive duties for now. Not that he's really had any, to be fair. Jeremy Doku's come to the right-hand side now, tries to backheel it in, but loses possession. It will be sent back out by Thomas. The ball's spread to Payne on the right hand side. Comes in to his number 6, Bell. He's had a quiet game also. But this is a nice move from New Zealand. They're coming down the left hand side. Has to double back under pressure from Castagna as the board goes up. 6 minutes of added time in this first half. Once again, you'd think at least half of that, of course, is the hydration break. The other half probably a mixture of the goal and the VAR penalty check. Come forward again to New Zealand with Kakache. Belgium, since scoring, seem more than happy to let New Zealand have possession on the edge of the Belgian box. They don't feel under any particular pressure when they do so. The ball's played in to the feet of Just. Gets it to Kakache. They've got Bell for support on the left hand side. Goes back to Bindon, who once again, they're really not testing Courtois with these long balls into the box.
Catch and practice. Chris Wood's getting bullied off the ball as well. Too easy. Kuiper put him on his face. Far too easy. Long searching ball in. It was aimless. It's not a good ball in, and it's becoming a bit of a practice match for Belgium. I'm not seeing them get out of first gear really after that goal. They're just sort of coasting through, and you only see one outcome, and it's De Ketelaere coming forward, and it won't be surprised if they double their lead.
It's made a run into the right channel, lays it off to Trossard with a very nice little flick round the corner, and the shot comes in from Van Aken on the left foot. Took a deflection off Thomas and away for another corner for Belgium. Still piling on the pressure here with a few minutes left of the first half.
That deflection could have gone anywhere. Keeper was stranded. It's gone out for a corner. Just thought when De Ketelaere pulled it on the left, that was it. It's last chance stuff for New Zealand really. Bodies on the line. Even at 1-0 at this point in the game, they've got more defending to do. De
Bruyne took it short to Doku, who burns past his man with a good bit of pace, gets the ball into the 6-yard box. It bounces unkindly for Belgium, but De Bruyne there pounces on it, whips it into the back post, and the New Zealand man gets there first. Chris Wood is coming out to chase this ball, but it's dealt with comfortably enough by Castagna, who heads it over to Van Aken. Michele, who seems to be bored of being a centre-back in this game. He's saying he's not got enough work to do, so he keeps just drifting forwards. I mean, it's remarkable, really, that Belgium only have the 1-goal advantage, really. Although, in fairness, the much maligned XG only has them at 1.58 expected goals. There's been a lot of possession in and around that New Zealand area, but maybe not quite as many shots off as they would like, considering 36 touches in the opposition box. Wow, that's a very big number for a first half in a World Cup game, as the cross comes in from Doku. It's come all the way to Castagna, and every game, at least once every game I've done, there's been a point when the ball comes to someone on the edge of the box and the volley and the half volley. I see their name in lights, and every single time so far they've made a complete hash of it.
And I tell you what, for Belgium now, what I'm seeing for them is slight wasted chances. I think they should. Absolutely, I think the scoreline flatters New Zealand. It should be a lot more, at least 3 for me. They've been very wasteful with the chances they've had, and it's one of them that if they come out second half of New Zealand, get the equaliser, you'd be looking at this Belgian side saying, how have you not killed off New Zealand very early in the first half? It's almost becoming, a little bit wasteful for them, but I mean, we're just creeping up to just over halfway through the 6 minutes added on. It looks for all the world like Belgium are going to go in with a 1-0 lead. Just to update you on the other game in this group between Egypt and Iran, it's still all level at 1 apiece, which means as it stands, Egypt, Belgium and Iran could all make it through. Or Egypt and Belgium certainly. It would place Iran 6th in the 3rd place ranking, but I think I'm right in saying that there's only a handful of teams that could overtake them from now, that being Croatia, Algeria and DR Congo. So we could see 3 teams make it through from this group. Belgium, of course, could draw and still make it through, but they wouldn't want to put themselves in the lap of the gods, especially when they're performing so dominantly in this one. Seem to have finally hit a vein of form, and maybe New Zealand just exactly the kind of team
that they needed to face. Although New Zealand made life very difficult for England recently in a friendly. I'm not sure what that says about the Three Lions' chances. There's more nice play down the left-hand side, but stabbed attempted ball from De Kuyper falls short of anyone in red. It's back with Michele. De Kuyper under pressure from Singh, who's, in fairness, has done his defensive duties well. He's not really had the opportunity to perform as a central attacking midfielder in this game. It's just testament to how far back New Zealand have been pushed for the majority of this half by the Belgians. 2018 World Cup semi-finalists, of course, as Nathan already pointed out. But still, everyone in the football world feels that they didn't achieve what they should have done with that team. But it's the last dance, potentially, for people like Courtois, De Bruyne, and Axel Witsel on the bench. They'll be desperate to right the wrongs of previous years. And maybe being written off is exactly what they needed. They've come into previous tournaments with so much pressure, and it's told on multiple occasions. Castagna now, he's had a very good first half, I think, down that right hand side, looking to find Trossard, who also has been very influential and of course got the goal. That's given as an offside, taken quickly by New Zealand, but I think the referee has said that's enough. That's enough of a dominant first half for Belgium. It's ended New Zealand 0, Belgium 1.
Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes. It hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes. It hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes. It hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes. It hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes. It hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes. It hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes. It hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes. It hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes. It hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes. It hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Half-time at BC Place in Vancouver between New Zealand and Belgium. A lot going on, but a dominant Belgium side. There's a Trossard effort on 10 minutes that hit the post, ran across the goal line and cleared off by Bindon. A handball shortly after overturned by the referee as the elbow was tucked in, but then on the 27th minute, corner came in, not dealt with by New Zealand. And who was there but Leandro Trossard to hook home, and they're just about getting the job done for qualification. At half-time, it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. A very warm welcome back. We've just got back underway on our screens from BC Place in Vancouver, home with the Vancouver Whitecaps, of course. It's New Zealand versus Belgium, and it's New Zealand 0, Belgium 1. Leandro Trossard goal in the first half is the difference between these two, and the 28th minute, just shy of half-time. It's been a dominant first half for Belgium, who have run ragged. 15 attempts to New Zealand's nilch. Free kick here for a New Zealand man. It looks like Stemenic is going into the book early. I thought he got the ball there, the number 8. Maybe feel a little bit hard done by, but first card of the game, it's going to a New Zealand man. We'll have another look here. I think that's a great challenge. He's got a foot on the ball. It looks like the same 22 as we left the first half in the second half, so no changes for either. If we get some substitutions, I'll let you know. The other game is still 1-1 between Egypt and Iran. It's myself, Nathan Mostell, and Charlie O'Brien taking you through. Charlie, it's hard to see anything other than a Belgian win after what we've seen in that opening 45 minutes.
Yeah, I think Belgium would only have themselves to blame if they didn't come away with all 3 points, because it's been utterly dominant. New Zealand have had no answer really. Chris Wood's not been able to get involved in the game at all. And Belgium, I think, hats off to them for the way they're pressing in midfield and playing on the front foot, but I do think it's pretty damning for New Zealand for Belgium to have basically replicated the same attack maybe 15 times in the first half, and for New Zealand to just not figure out a way to stop it.
Kevin De Bruyne picks up 25. Shot comes in low. It's going to be dragged wide past the post. He's got much higher standards than that, does KDB, but he's dragged that one, unfortunately. But 2 minutes into the second half, it's telling signs of what we're going to see for the remainder of this game. But thanks for joining us. If you are joining us 5:09 in the morning, as the ball's moved to the near side, it's going to be spread forward. There's a touch off a Belgian man, but it may just fall away of a New Zealand foot. They're just going to try and make it stick on the far side with Payne. He's going to look over the top. That's not a bad ball. It's maybe a bit too much on it. RT8's going to have to go over, and he's put it over and out on the far side. So a bit of defending to do now for Belgium early in the second. And maybe a long throw. The last long throw we saw from New Zealand was put straight into the hands of Thibaut Courtois. It needs to be a better ball in, especially when you've got the likes of Chris Wood lingering and Sermon and Bindon. You've got the height in there, but they need to utilise it. So a throw in far side for the likes of Bindon to actually take. He's going to arrow this one in. That's better. To hit the first man though. Head goes up rather than out. Trossard on the chest and drives it forward. Doku's on the chase, and it'll go all the way through to Max Crocombe in goal, who traps it down. Still no attempt on goal for New Zealand. 48 minutes on the clock. Still looking for their first attempt. Move to the near side to Elijah Just, who got that brace in the opening game in their 2-2 draw with Iran. Just to the back with Katachi at the minute. He's at absolute standstill. It's Joe Bell to sweep over to the far side. And Stamanik over right to the far touchline. And a bit of keep ball for New Zealand. And I think they'll welcome that because I can't exactly say they've been in the game and on the ball at all. Two winless teams in this group stage so far. A ball over to the near side. They've played it out for a throw in. That's so poor by New Zealand. They've lost 6 of the last 8, and you can see exactly why. With passes like that under no immediate pressure, and they're passing out for a throw in. That just sums New Zealand up in this game.
Yeah, really poor. First time in the second half, where they've actually managed to keep hold of the ball for any extended period, and it comes to an end under zero pressure from Belgium. You almost feel like Belgium are just in the heads of New Zealand at this point. They feel like they're under more pressure than they are, just because of the manner of the press coming from Van Aken and Trossard and others in the first half. It's almost like they can sit back now, and the damage is already done.
Ball over to the far side. Payne's done well to beat Doku to the ball. His clearance out slightly under hit, and back it goes. It's to Doku, left side of the box. He's going to stray forward and chop back on that right, and he's done it, and he's going to switch back to the left. It's hard to keep up with him, never mind defend against it. He's moved to the edge of the box to Van Aken and back out to the far side to De Bruyne. A pocket of space for him. Zips it into the box. Trossard looking for a brace. Back on the right. Shot comes in. Blocked. Another one. It's back of the net. It's 2. It's the 50th minute. 2 for Belgium. 2 for Trossard. And you'd like to think at this point it's far too easy. And that's probably game, set and match. And you'd like to think that's Belgium into the round of 32.
Yeah, Trossard has been absolutely brilliant. I do think they'll maybe have a tiny little look, just making sure that there wasn't handball in the build-up. He chest/shouldered it down, but of course the handball rule is very cut and dry in regards attacking situations. If it hit his arm at all, it would be ruled out, but we haven't seen a replay yet. But one other thing I wanted to say there was De Bruyne. It just shows the brilliance, the vision, the genius of the man, because I was just looking at that man on the left-hand side, De Kuiper, who was in acres of space, but De Bruyne sees a pass that even I, sitting back in my chair, watching on telly, could never see in a million years, and threads it through. A little bit of fortune for it to bounce up to Trossard, but no fortune in the touch and the finish, straight into the top corner on the volley. And Trossard has been brilliant, as he has been all season. Kevin De Bruyne rolling back the years, and Belgium with a deserved 2-goal cushion.
Yeah, how many players do you see just sort of let fly? They see their names up in lights and just hit and hope through a crowd. And here we go, VAR check for this second goal. We're back on centre, ready for kick-off. But check over, and it looks like it's going to be New Zealand 0, Belgium 2. 51 on the clock. A double from Premier League champion Arsenal's man Leandro Trossard, and this is much better, and it looks like Belgium will get their first win in World Cup 2026, their first ever meeting between these two, and it's been one to very much forget for New Zealand so far. Ball's on the near side with Katachi, going to look long for a teammate, can't be found. It'll be picked off by Van Aken. Back he goes to keep hold of, but losing out. Belgium already back on the ball with that man Van Aken, just strafing back to his own goal, and he'll glide it over to the near side. It's been brilliant for Belgium from their point of view. We talked about how poor New Zealand have been, but Belgium have been by far and large much improved to what they were. To Catalaire, right side of the box, back on the left, zips into the box. It's behind his man. He was trying to stab that in as hard as he could to Castagna, but couldn't find it. Chris Wood in there trying to battle away, can't make it stick, and in it goes to De Bruyne. And this is becoming what you'd like to think, a bit of a training ground match And to say for New Zealand we're creeping up to an hour of football played and you haven't had a shot on goal, it's very much not good enough. Ball moved forward down the line for De Ketelaere, who likes to move wide from that central position. And checks it backwards to Castagna, sweeps it across to the edge of the box. De Bruyne helps it on its way to the edge. De Kuiper over to Doku on the far side, not shy of a shot. Drops the left shoulder. Ball's going to be dinked in, not a bad attempt, but it'll be headed clear and then stabbed clear down the line, looking for Chris Wood. Arthur T8 comes across and puts it into row Z. Yeah, it's far too easy for Belgium.
Yeah, absolutely. There just seems to always be a man free, whether it's on the wings or in the centre. How that's happening, whether it's just good fluid movement or whether people are trying to double up on the danger men like Trossard, De Bruyne, it's just leaving too much space elsewhere, or whether it's just, you know, poor zonal play from New Zealand. It just seems like every single time Belgium come forward, there's a man in acres of space and they're just doing the right thing and finding him every time. It's just been a thoroughly impressive performance so far. Everyone to a man in this Belgian team has played very well. I would say De Ketelaere has lacked a little bit of presence up top, but I think the fluidity of that whole front five really today is kind of covering for him. And maybe that's harsh on him, you know, maybe the fact that he's drifting into those wide areas is actually really helping his team. It's creating space in the middle for the likes of De Bruyne. But it's the kind of situation when, much like, you know, the old Barcelona and Spain teams, when you're playing this well, you don't need a striker.
Yeah, but what I will say is, with Egypt drawing, and head-to-head being a draw between Egypt and Belgium, the fact that goal difference, I'm just going to break off as New Zealand coming forward. They've had their first shot and it's stabbed clear by Courtois down to his left. Savvy save, shot comes back in, it hasn't reached the goal as it's cleared out by Michele out on the far side. That's better from New Zealand. But what I will say is that both Belgium and Egypt are sitting on 2 goal difference. Head-to-head is out the window because it's a draw. So what I do believe is if Belgium do get another goal, they will finish top of the group, if that's right.
Yeah,
I'm saying that right.
Absolutely. And it would mean, to be honest, I think they're fortunate to be in one of those groups where I don't think it massively makes a difference in terms of the quality of their opposition in the next round. At the minute, as it stands, it would be Egypt, South Korea and Belgium, Australia. So it's not necessarily an absolute priority to finish top of the group, although it would be nice. But yeah, as I say, it's not the case of, you know, avoiding a France or an Argentina or anything like that in the next round.
Doku's been pulled around here. Play will resume. Belgium looked like they were going to get on a counter-attack there. The main just now, Trossard's got it on the near side. He's been pulled and he's going to play the ball down the line for Doku, slightly under hit. He's asking for a free kick and he's going to get it. And there's a pullback by Elijah Just, who is a good player, but we haven't seen a lot of him in this game. We haven't seen him at his best, and I think that's just, 1, trying to stop the attack, and 2, a bit of frustration being let out.
Yeah, Just and Singh and Thomas have all had so much defensive work to do. They've barely been able to express themselves going forwards, but also Just, he's barely kept one position all game. He's been drifting around looking for space and he's been unsuccessful in doing so. As we're seeing the first substitution of the match, it's Jeremy Doku hooked off. I guess he's still managing injuries and illness, and Fernandez Pardo comes on, the number 26. So it's a shame to see no more Doku, because he's been great to watch as always, but managing his minutes, probably the wise decision for Belgium.
Yeah, with what's to come and how easy this game has been for them. Tielemans round the corner, the captain's going to drive, he's got a man to his right, he's not going to use him, the Villa man. Goes inside to Trossard, Premier League player to Premier League player, and over to the far side is read well by a New Zealand midfielder. And then trying to play it out from the back is something they are struggling to do. And Belgium are back on the ball with Yuri Tielemans. Is that a push in the back? Referee's not interested. Back it goes. Is that a push in the back? He's very interested in that one. Points to give a free kick the way of New Zealand. How much Belgium know about one goal putting them top, I'm not quite sure. But they don't seem to be taking the foot that hard off the pedal. But they have lost Doku now. He'll probably be fairly disappointed that he hasn't hit the back of the net. Probably feels like he could have done in this game at some point. Ball switched to the far side for Tim Payne, back into his own half. Stamanic feeds it forward. That's a good ball for Just. Stamming it round the corner. And, well, it's just a good turn in the midfield. And back out to the far side for New Zealand. 57 on the clock. New Zealand 0, Belgium 2. And I have to say that they're getting more of the ball, New Zealand, but not doing a lot with it. It's more side-side, not brave enough to really try push bodies forward and get at them just yet. Ball's on the near side. Chance to run at his man. And it's moved into the centre. They're just trying to work it round. There has been a couple of changes actually for New Zealand at the break. I will bring you them when I do see them. Ball into the box. It comes over the head. And it will be a New Zealand corner off Timothy Castagna. So a chance to go forward. Very rare forward push for New Zealand.
Yeah, absolutely. But they have been probably on the balance of things better in the second half. I mean, they got a shot away. It was kind of London buses actually, because one came straight after on the rebound as well. I think they know they're just playing for pride now, really, New Zealand, but they are a proud nation, one that constantly punches above their weight in all manner of sports, considering their 5 million population.
Ball going to come into the box. Courtois punches out, and then a shot goes over the bar from one of the substitutes, which I will bring in now. I do apologise, I missed a double substitution from New Zealand at the break. Thomas and Sapritri Singh made way, and Benjamin Old went on the right side, and Jesse Randall is playing just in behind Chris Wood. So a double change for New Zealand that wasn't picked up, and because they're attacking players, with all due respect to them, we haven't seen them for the last 15 minutes, so we've only just picked it up when they started going forward. As the ball moved into midfield, headed down to De Ketelaere, moves it to the left flank to Fernandez Pardo. A bit of standstill game management for Belgium at the minute, on halfway with Castagna. Man to his left, and he's found him. Trossard, and it's De Bruyne around the corner. It's not a bad ball at all. If they find De Ketelaere on the slide, it may have just come off a New Zealand man. I think he might have, but I think he's just won Belgium a corner. It was overhit, well trapped by Sermon in the end. We'll just get another look. Oh, he's done well on the slide to just get anything and win anything. He's done well to win the corner for his team. Yeah,
absolutely. I think Belgium still need to put the pressure on, regardless of whether or not they're bothered about finishing top. It's just a good exercise for them, and they've played so well. They've almost played in a way where they've not had to do that much running, really. It's all just been about clever movement, so you would think they've still got plenty of energy left in the tank.
The ball's going to come into the box, but it's going to go out to the far side. There's surely a push in the back there. And there is by Michele. Bit of a frustrating one on the near side on Randall, the substitute. So a free kick deep in their own half for New Zealand to take. He's going to leave it for his keeper. So we've hit an hour mark, dead on. New Zealand 0, Belgium 2. A goal either side of the break for Leandro Trossard to give Belgium the lead. One more goal and it will put them top, with Egypt being held by Iran. 1-1, 2 goals in practically 13 minutes there. The ball played forward, only finds the Belgium head. Trossard flicks it in the air, and just waiting for a player to bring this down, and it will be Fernandez Pardo on the far side, the number 25, 26, full of legs, and he has a man in his overlap, and he's going to be used, pulls it backwards towards the edge of the box. Fernandez Pardo lays it back again. De Bruyne on the edge, wants to go for goal, shot comes in deflected, and we'll get another Belgium corner. And they're just not relieving up this pressure, are they?
No, Kevin De Bruyne seems to just be getting better and better as the game goes on as well. De Ketelaere looks a lot more comfortable also, and just no let up for New Zealand. It's been a very, very long hour for them, and quite the hellish way to end an unsuccessful World Cup campaign. But this is top level international football, and this is Belgium. Not even at their best, really.
Fernandez Pardo puts it in. Oh, it's through to T8, who's gone for goal straight at the keeper in the end. He shot it out from about 14 yards, low and hard, pretty much at the keeper, who got down quickly to make the decent save. Max Crocombe in the end, for all the world, that would be 3. And moves to the left-hand side. Belgium, they're back on the attack, waiting for a move, and it's not very obvious. De Bruyne, edge of the box, shot comes in, takes another deflection. Very much deja vu of what we just saw moments ago with a shot from the edge that deflected, but this time it's gone out to the far side. He looks hungry to hit the back of the net, the Napoli man. Let's have another look at the technique. He's on a bit of a stretch, drills it into the floor, maybe just takes the power out of it slightly. And the man at the back moving towards it, Stamenic, puts it out for a corner far side. Well, it won't be De Bruyne's turn to shoot because he's gone to the far side to take this corner. As he takes his time on it, we may be getting a countdown here, but he's going to take the in-swinging right-footed corner. He's gone short and early. That's one off the training ground. Ricochets all the way through. No one gambled on the box crash. New Zealand cleared their lines, headed down to Castagna though, and straight back to Belgium. And we'll just have a look at the stats for this second half. 50% possession, 3 attempts, 1 on target for New Zealand. That's an improvement on the none in the first. 7 attempts in the second half with 2 on target. 23 attempts on goal overall for Belgium. Charles de Ketelaere heads down, only finds a New Zealand body, and moves to the near side to Katachi. That's just too slow, and it's picked off. That's a poor pass to Tielemans, caught on his heels though. A chance for New Zealand to come forward. They just won't play that long pass, playing it too safe, going it backwards. Stamenic on the 180. Good ball to the near side. Can they get anything from this game? Needs to be a good ball. Not bad, but Arthur T8's there, who's filled in very well for the suspended Ngoy. And into the centre circle of the Belgium half with Stamenic once again. Just taking their foot off the gas a little bit less, Belgium. That's allowed New Zealand to see a little bit more of the ball in the second half, but they haven't really troubled Courtois. Down the line it goes, left-footed ball low in, the first man's going to get there. And another New Zealand corner. And the only positive we can say is that they're actually attacking and they've had attempts on goal. That's the only positive we can say in the comparison to the first.
Yeah, and maybe Belgium just taking their foot off the gas a bit, but it's just a shame, as we said, after they conceded the first goal, that it took, getting their nose bloodied for them to make a real entrance into this game, as we're seeing another double substitution for New Zealand, this time Payne and Bell making way, and Boxall and McCowart coming on.
And the 2 changes from the last game have been reversed, and the 2 players back on the field, and Boxall and McCowart, who didn't start after the last game, but they're on the field now to attack this corner. Ball swung in, it's a teaser in the 6-yard box, up rather than out for de Ketelaere. It's come to the edge of the box, flicked forward by Trossard for De Bruyne. We may have a counter-attack here. What a touch that is from De Bruyne to feed into Tielemans, who's played it to the near side to Trossard. We might have a sensational counter-attack. Wow. What a ball by Trossard over the top, and for all the world you'd want that to hit the back of the net from the substitute Fernando Pardo, because what an unbelievable ball that is from Leandro Trossard across the face of the pitch in the New Zealand half. Right-footed ball across. Fernando Pardo steaming forward. For me, it's got to hit the target. Goal kick.
Yeah, it's just an absolutely perfect through counter-attack there, with the 3 best players on the pitch for Belgium, Tielemans, Trossard and De Bruyne, all involved. And it fell to Fernandes Pardo, who is a striker, the Lille man, so you'd want him to be doing better. He just leaned back on it a little bit. If he'd have put the finishing touches on that, it would have been, without doubt, goal of the tournament contender.
What a way to put yourself top of the group stage as well, if that hit the back of the net. But they're 1 shy of it as it stands. But New Zealand coming forward, trying to find anything in this game to cheer about. Flick around the corner. Bit of a time and a place for it. Charles de Ketelaere runs, plays the ball forward, and he may just get there as well. Fernando Pardo, he's got the legs on him, and he's a 2-on-2 situation. He may lay in Kevin De Bruyne. He's got it on the left foot. Shot comes in, blocked right in front of him. He really wants that goal, and it's just not coming for him in the end. It was a left-footed shot, and it was well read by the defenders in the air, but they just want it straight back. Belgium can't make it stick. New Zealand, you do feel the sense that there will be a 3rd goal for Belgium at some point if they decide to stretch for it. Trossard on a hat-trick, of course, coming forward. He's got the confidence as well. He's chopped inside. He's had a free kick to the edge. De Bruyne again. He's got the goal. It's 3-0 on the edge of the box. It's a brilliant finish as well. He's finally got that goal. It's a brilliant finish. He's had so many chances, but this time with his weaker foot, puts it into the bottom right-hand corner from the edge of the box. It's New Zealand 0, Belgium 3, and they go top of the group stage.
Well, it doesn't matter what foot it is. As soon as it rolled out to him there, you just knew what the outcome was going to be, especially after he got so frustrated by missing the opportunity just a moment before. It wasn't really his fault at all. He was stitched up by a poor sideways pass from Fernandes Pardo. But Trossard cuts inside, as you say, on a hat-trick. Draws the foul though. I think it probably would have been pulled back if it hadn't have gone to De Bruyne. But you don't need free kicks when that man's lurking. It's an inch perfect finish right into the bottom corner, a daisy cutter. And Kevin De Bruyne, he may be, how old is he now? He's 34, but he's still got class running through his veins. What a footballer.
Absolutely brilliant, fantastic goal as well on the 67th minute, just before. New Zealand 0, Belgium 3, and we've just seen the standings there, and they have gone top with that goal, and in quite some style as well. We're on the eve of a hydration break, and the referee's not giving it, so we are going to carry on. You never know, we might not actually get one, as it's moved into the right hand side of the pitch in the centre. On the far side this time, ball down the line, surely gone out. No, it's kissed along the turf, along the white paint, stays in. New Zealand on the attack, leads backwards. I thought they were going to try and get it into the box with Old. Ball goes in all the way through to Courtois, takes a chest on it and then puts two hands on it. And that's fairly routine for the Real Madrid shot stopper in the all yellow. He's just going to bowl it out right. It's an evening to remember for Belgium. They've not had many yet. It's moved to the near side. It's good work. De Ketelaere. Tielemans just on the ball. Won't be surprised if we see one of these players in the names we're talking about going off the field. He's been tripped and it will be a free kick. Hydration break it is now. And it's been a brilliant game for Belgium, hasn't it? It's been absolutely fantastic. We've seen you mention them three names, the main ones. But I think Leandro Trossard, probably the best I've seen him play in a very long time. Been absolutely superb himself. And it just caps off a brilliant performance for them in the end, and then put them top of the table. Of course, as well as that has to be Egypt on level points, of course, for them to finish top. So they'll be waiting on Egypt around to remain 1-1. But, I mean, they've been absolutely fantastic, haven't they?
Yeah, brilliant. Even in the first half, I thought the way Van Aken and Castagna operated down the right-hand side in support of Trossard was absolutely fantastic. De Koper as well, up there with Doku. But I think in the second half, when New Zealand have actually hit back with a little bit more, and it's come to Belgium actually kind of crafting their chances on the transition, just the class of Tielemans, De Bruyne and Trossard has won out, really. The way, the composure they have, it feels like they just have so much time on the ball, even when they're in tight midfield spaces. The weight of pass is always perfect, and they don't have the star players all over the pitch like they used to, but the players they do have are still absolutely fantastic. I mean, we need to think about the fact that Kevin De Bruyne, up until recently, was running the Premier League. Leandro Trossard's just won the Premier League. Jeremy Doku was almost instrumental in snatching the Premier League off Leandro Trossard. And then Aston Villa won a European trophy and finished in the top four, and Yuri Tielemans was one of the main men helping them do that. So it is proper Premier League quality in their 11, even if it's not all across the 11 anymore.
Yeah, and we've seen the best of Belgium tonight, and that's, of course, without the man we mentioned earlier on, Romelu Lukaku, at the minute. Whether he gets risked or not, I'm not quite sure. It looks like Onana will be coming on, the Aston Villa midfielder, at some point. Like I say, we talked about Tielemans maybe getting the throw off. He may be one of them. Trossard may be another, because it looks like Salamakers will be coming on. Could be Tielemans, it could be Kevin De Bruyne, of course, in the latter stages of his career. So it remains to be seen just yet with 20 minutes to play. But as the hydration break is over, I think that's a good time to pass it over to Charlie. Take us home to full time.
Thank you. As once again seeing wide pictures of the pretty spectacular looking BC Place, Vancouver, the most northerly venue at the tournament. And even though we are in the midst of a hydration break, it is 16 degrees in the local area. And there is a roof on the stadium, so why quite we need it, I'm not sure, but we've got it regardless. We didn't ask for it, but it's here, and we are going to see a couple of changes. That's another thing that's really frustrated me about the hydration breaks, if I'm honest, is the fact that substitutes aren't made during them, but we are seeing some changes now, and big changes. Trossard and De Bruyne off. Their hard work is done for the day. They've both been absolutely immense, both got their goals, and Salamakers and Onana come on for them. So you would say probably more on the defensive side as a pair of substitutions, but to be honest, if you look at that bench, there's not actually really a whole lot of attacking options, and maybe that's where Belgium might come undone.
I think that's it. We looked at the striker options early, didn't we? It's only pretty much Lukaku, of course, playing a midfielder up top. He's done okay, but he's not a striker, is he? De Ketelaere, he's trying to get himself about, but he isn't going to be banging goals in for you prolifically. And yeah, maybe when you get into the latter stage of the tournament, that sort of vulnerability is going to show. Unfortunately, they do have some real amazing talents, but as an overall balance in the team, it is slightly lopsided.
Yep, Yuri Tielemans yet to be subbed off, the captain of course. He's looking a lot leaner than he has in previous years. I imagine that Unai Emery has a lot to do with that. I can't imagine that he would tolerate a player carrying a little bit of extra weight, even if Tielemans does have all the class. Regardless, Saelemaekers with his first involvement, and his first involvement is to be caught offside, and it'll be a free kick for New Zealand. 72.5 minutes gone. As we've said, Belgium leapfrogging Egypt to top the group. They're still level with Iran, as a result that could well see Iran qualify for the next round, but we won't know that for sure until the final 3 lots of group games are completed tomorrow. In terms of the teams that could catch them, we're looking at Croatia, but they're already within those 8 teams anyway. Looking at Algeria on 3 points and Congo on 1 point, but still to play struggling Uzbekistan. Catalari, that's a nice little half turn and a really good ball played into the back post. It's a poor touch again from Fernandes Pato, who's not quite reached the level of his teammates since coming on, it's fair to say. The ball's rolled out to Van Aken, gets it. Oh, there's proper tiki-taka football now. There's 2 or 3 short passes inside, but then it bounced up and hit the hand of a Belgian attacker. I think it was actually De Kuyper all the way up there from left back, and New Zealand can breathe a sigh of relief once more.
Yeah, they got away with one there, but you can see the confidence oozing through this Belgium side. They're knocking it about with some real style, something I haven't seen from them in this tournament yet. Just funny what a good performance can do for you, not just with your feet but in your head as well. Would have been a fantastic goal if they zipped it around into the area, but kicked up and hit an arm off who I believed to be De Kuyper, practically playing striker himself. So how comfortable they were. Just going to replay from the ref cam of that De Bruyne goal. Really nice on that left foot, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, a word for Kakachi at left back for New Zealand actually has been up and down that left flank all night fruitlessly. He's had 49 touches, the Wrexham man. He's been involved all down that flank, but often it's been busting a gut to get on the end of slightly overhit crossfield passes, but he's still doing so with 74.5 minutes on the clock. He's on the ball again, plays back to Bindon, finds Old in the centre of the park. Stamanic, the man first to go in the book in this game, rolls it out to the right hand side where Randall is rating. Fernandes Pardo is far back, almost as a left back really. Not exactly sure where he's supposed to be playing. I thought he maybe would have replaced De Catalari up front, but that hasn't transpired. It has been very fluid throughout from Belgium. Onana gets that down easily under no pressure, but then he gives the ball away. That's a poor pass, and New Zealand can come in the attack here. Chris Wood gets it stuck in his feet, but pokes it through to his strike partner Just, who manages to get his shot away, but it is deflected behind for a corner for the All Whites. Randall will come over to take it. Bit of right-footed in swinger. Can New Zealand continue their record of scoring in all their games in this World Cup and get a consolation? Of course, lost 3-1 to Egypt in the last game. That's dug out into the back post, and the header just wafts harmlessly over the head of Thibaut Courtois. When you're clearing Courtois that easily, you know it probably had a little bit too much height on it, it's fair to say.
And just a bit toothless really. I watched a bit of New Zealand themselves as well. I covered one of their games and then watched the other for a bit of research, and I was fairly impressed with them, and they held their own, particularly in that first game. I think everyone was predicting there'd be walkovers, of course, second lowest ranked side behind whom I believe to be Haiti in the FIFA rankings, and they showed some real good performances and really let me down this evening. I think they've been really, really poor. Is that down to how good Belgium have been? Maybe, but they just haven't held their own at all.
Belgium nick it again, and they're coming forward here with Saelemaekers. He tries a little bit too much there, trying to beat 3 men. Yuri Tielemans fakes to shoot and then tries to poke a pass through. He does, however, get a free kick for his side, trying to jump over the challenge. Yeah, I think it's difficult for a side like New Zealand, when you are the bottom ranked side in a group, for your games just to ramp up and get harder and harder. We saw that with Scotland as well, of course, not the bottom ranked side, because they were with Haiti, but I think in the end it didn't really help them to play Haiti, then Morocco, then Brazil. It just got tougher and tougher as it went on. You feel like that's happened for New Zealand as well. They've just looked more and more out of their depths, really, as the tournament's gone on. As this free kick is in a very inviting area, and there's a number of players on the Belgian side who would love to have a crack at this one. One of the people who's lost the argument is Yuri Tielemans. We saw him walking away on our TV pictures just there. We've got the man behind the wall. It's Just, who's sort of half lying down. He's not fully got into position yet. There he goes. And it's going to be between De Kuyper with his left foot or the right foot of Salamakers. It is De Kuyper, and it's a terrible effort. That was never, always rising, never going to come down soon enough. It was on the edge of the deep. Needed a bit more finesse than that.
Wasn't even kind of close, really. I thought Salamakers was going to go for it. He has got it in his locker, but real waste wasn't even kind of close. Wrapped it with the left foot. Katachi's going to go off, the number 13. His race is run. The number 13, very much a like for like with De Vries coming on.
Yeah, I'll reiterate, I do think Kakachi has had a pretty decent game. Obviously, those on the wide areas for New Zealand have been run pretty ragged by the constant overlaps on the class of Doku and Trossard, but I think he's been a willing runner all night long. He seems to have been the outball for much of the evening for New Zealand, but pretty fruitlessly. Chris Wood, been really anonymous. I'm really shocked and disappointed to see how he's just been completely marshalled out of the game, although I guess you have to give props to Belgium for that.
They've been absolutely brilliant. That's what I mean. I'm saying I was disappointed by New Zealand, but in the same breath of Belgium just being that good, and I'm maybe just being a bit hard on New Zealand. I'm not quite sure, but I just think with what they had on the line, New Zealand, I thought I'd see a bit more from them. It's been a fairly toothless performance so far.
Still 1-1 between Egypt and Iran. 78 minutes elapsed in that one. It kicked off just a couple of minutes later than our match here, with New Zealand-Belgium coming up to the 80-minute mark. Yuri Tielemans finds Onana. Back to Tiarte and to De Kuyper on the left-hand side. Spreads the ball out to Fernandes Pardo, who gets it into De Catelleri. He does well to keep it, get it back to Fernandes Pardo. Dinks a lovely ball to the back post with Salamakers, and the ball sat up for him on the first touch to try and volley it, but that was never the right option. Near post, goalkeeper covering it, and 2 or 3 players in red shirts in the box.
Bad decision, very bad decision. He should have been launching that back in. I think it's because he didn't get the free kick. He thought, you know what, this time I'm going to go for goal, and it was definitely the wrong option. Now he's just put the ball past him and he's been skinned. So back a couple of minutes there for the Belgian substitute, the number 22. But yeah, I think he was starved of a shot because he hasn't had one yet, and he got the free kick taken off him. So he thought, you know what, I'm going to have a pop, sliced it wide, quickly jogs out the memory, I think, being the 3-0 up.
Yeah, everyone desperate for a goal in the World Cup, for a great goal at that. Leandro Trossard has shot himself up the scoring charts with 2 today. Of course, short tournament, and the World Cup probably still could just about class as that. 2 goals makes a massive difference, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him banging a few more before the tournament is up. He's a man full of confidence. I've been really impressed with Trossard at Arsenal, because I don't think he was ever a player who was signed to be a first team player, but he's kind of forced his way in there past multiple players as New Zealand come forward, and that's a terrible attempted through ball that just rolls harmlessly out, and we are going to see the big man, Romelu Lukaku. He's getting plenty of slaps on the back from his manager, Rudi Garcia, but you don't imagine he's going to have the same kind of impact that he did coming off the bench against Egypt. It's just minutes in the legs, and we're also going to see the number 23 for Belgium, Nicolas Raskin. So another double substitution that will complete the allocation of substitutes in this match for Belgium. They're going to have to wait for now, though, because the ball's not going out of play. They're knocking it about really nicely and tidily. Castagna I think who's been another good performer today. De Catalari, who's grown into the game, tries to play through Yuri Tielemans, who, much like Chris Wood, is not really the kind of player that you want to be running in on the end of a ball like that, despite all his many attributes. Just in the centre of the park, with 4 Belgian players around him, rolls it out to Boxall on the right hand side. He tries to spray it forward to Old, who is well marshalled by De Kuiper. Back to Courtois, no nonsense, thumps it forwards. The ball's still not gone out of place, so we're going to have to wait for this Romelu Lukaku cameo. New Zealand, they have had the odd little sustained bit of possession, and we're seeing one again now. This is a nice move actually, onto the left hand side with Randall, goes back to De Vries, into midfield with Stamanic. Back to Boxall, who tries the early ball in, and Chris Wood was interested in that, but a touch from the Belgian defender took it out of his path, and it will be a corner for New Zealand.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad ball in, caused a couple of issues. I didn't see quite who got the touch. Referee's just stopping this one. He may just be bringing on the substitutions, I'm not sure, unless he's just counting the corner in, but Randall will take it. And yeah, hopefully New Zealand will give their fans something to shout about.
Yeah, it'd be so nice if they could go home with a goal. That one is in towards Courtois, who punches it away, and the shot does come in, and they do have a goal right on cue. Well, that's nice for Belgium, and it is the main man again in this World Cup, Elijah Just, the Motherwell man, fell to him at the edge of the box, and he rifled the shot in, much like quite a few shots and long distance goals we've seen in this World Cup so far. Actually, it wasn't in the middle of the goal, and it was at a savable height. I think Thibaut Courtois, he's had a good game, but he would want to be doing better. But, I mean, I've heard Joe Hart say he's convinced there's something up with this ball. It did also pass through a lot of bodies, in fairness. But New Zealand, they have a goal on the board, and that's nice for them.
Yep, it is. And like you say, something to shout about, and we talked about that. But you saw the Anthony Elanga one for Sweden against Japan as well. That was right in the corner. It wasn't exactly middle of the goal, but the keeper dived so late for it. But yeah, that takes Belgium off top spot with that goal. Bit of a weak one, but something to shout about for New Zealand, because they've had nothing in this game. Charles de Catalari goes off, can hold his head off high. Lukaku comes on in his place, takes the armband, and it looks like Yuri Tielemans will pass the armband over to him, and Nicholas Raskin will come on the number 23.
Yeah, and my team sheet looks an absolute mess in front of me. I do miss the days of 3 substitutions. Timothy Castagne, it's one of the 7 Belgian players to survive the full 90. He gets it back to his goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois, who boots it downfield, and it's a good first touch for Lukaku. Actually gets it into the centre of the park, where it's squeezed out by Fernandes Pardo, and Raskin gets it back under control for his first involvement. Castagne looking to play that early ball again down the right hand side. Salamakers has been a willing runner since his substitution on around 10 minutes ago. He gets a good pass back to Raskin. He's going to get it into the back post. Romelu Lukaku's there, and Romelu Lukaku scores, and that will be incredibly satisfying for Rudy Garcia, because that was a goal that came from the bench. It was Salamakers with a great run down the right hand side from the ball from Castagne. He cut it back to Raskin, who took his time and dug out a lovely floated cross into the back post. Romelu Lukaku, with maybe his 3rd touch in the game, heads home like we've seen him do so many times before, and just like that, Belgium are back top of the group again.
Top of the tree, and it only lasted a minute or so. That 2-goal margin. We're back to 3. Salamakers on the right hand side, hesitant with the cross to just lay back. So much space, lovely cross in. A man like a striker like Romelu Lukaku will eat that up all day. Header into the floor, middle of the goal. Keeper's got no chance. Brilliant for him, didn't take him long. Different team when he's up front. Of course, they were brilliant today nonetheless, but he'll be very happy that he got on and got into the score sheet. The first goal in the World Cup in this campaign, and a night to remember, and it looks like Belgium actually will finish top of the group.
Yeah, Romelu Lukaku, he somehow managed to sneak in unmarked in between the 2 centre-backs, Binden and Sermon. There'll have to be a little inquest there, I think, about how that happened, but it's a 91st goal in Belgian colours. It's pretty remarkable. He's had a 16-year international career. 91 in 128 games is such a good conversion rate. One of those players, you know, he's had quite a dramatic fall off in the last 5 years, or maybe even longer, but he's underrated, I think. But the ball is popped in towards the man Makawa, substitute for New Zealand, but there was a good defensive header in there from De Kuyper, who's another man who has been absolutely excellent tonight. I mean, to a man, Belgium have performed admirably. Even De Ketelaere really got his eye in towards the end of the game, and you started to see how important he actually was to the link-up play. I do think Belgium will come up against sterner tests than this, though, and the need for a proper focal point like Lukaku will probably become more apparent. As the ball is in contest in midfield, and that contest is won via a throw-in for Belgium. It's played back in to Van Aken. Back to Courtois. I think everyone involved just wants this game to be over now. I think New Zealand, they've got their goal. Belgium, they've got their top spot as far as it stands. I will keep an eye on Egypt, Iran, because of course things could change in the blink of an eye. But it looks like it's been a fairly uneventful second half over there. I'm glad that we've seen 5 goals.
Makes a change from the 0-0 we saw earlier.
Well, it makes it worth it as well. 5 minutes 51 local time. But we've seen a thoroughly impressive Belgian performance, one that I'll admit I wasn't entirely sure that they were capable of anymore. So that's nice. De Vries with a proper long throw-in. Better than the ones we saw from Binden in the first half, but it results in a breakaway for Belgium, where all of a sudden New Zealand are outnumbered again. Romelu Lukaku is herring down the middle. Fernandez Pardo, takes too long. I think he's the one man that I would say has been poor. Obviously it's just a substitute cameo appearance for him, but he's consistently made the wrong decisions since coming on and scuppered a few counter-attacks for Belgium. Raskin, the other substitute, or another substitute, finds De Kuyper into Salamakers. He's brought down, and the referee blows up. It'll be another free kick for Belgium. I think New Zealand just getting frustrated more than anything now. It's taken quickly, and a pot shot from Onana in the centre of the park. I think Lukaku's a little bit baffled by that decision, but Onana just wants in on the action. Gets the thumbs up. Romelu Lukaku, the captain, very much leading from the front, giving directions to his teams. He's the leading World Cup goal scorer for Belgium now with 6. Continues to break records. Does the big striker, former Everton, West Brom, Chelsea, Manchester United player. He's not pressing though, but neither is anyone else in his team. He's sitting back in banks of 4. I think New Zealand come forward. They are doing so. We're getting 4 minutes. That's about as short as I can remember, I think. I think there's a little bit of mercy in that decision, to be honest, when you think that the amount of goals we've had in this second half, 4 to be precise, pumped forwards by Courtois. It's going to be a New Zealand head getting to it first, but it nearly sells his teammate up the river, getting it straight to Romelu Lukaku, but Stamanic did well to recover. Get it back to his goalkeeper, Crocombe. This game is over as a contest. Egypt-Iran still alive, only just, well, not even ticked into stoppage time yet there. There's still the opportunity for Egypt to snatch back top spot, but as I say, I don't think it makes a massive difference in terms of the difficulty of opponent in the next round. So maybe everyone involved in this group is happy to just take the foot off the pace. For New Zealand, it looks like being the end of a 3rd World Cup appearance. Still yet to make it out the group, but they'll learn an awful lot from this experience, as they have done both other times as well, with their lowly FIFA ranking as well. I guess even placed in a less competitive group, it was always a massive mountain to climb for them to get out. As for Belgium, they're coming forward again with Salamakers, who's been so good since coming off the bench. Lukaku's first touch lets him down. He's still trying to work the angle for the shot. Instead he goes back to Salamakers. That's a nice little flick through from Raskin. Finds the big number 20 and the shot comes in from the number 5, De Kuyper. Another man who's just had a stellar game They all want on the team sheet now. It's just been one of those where every player on the pitch thinks his performance deserves to be marked with a goal. That was a good hit and a good fingertip save, actually.
Top tier save. That's brilliant. It wasn't right in the corner though, was it? But it was hit with some pace and it was dipping. It was on target. That was going in. Stayed focused for that long Crocombe. That is a brilliant save.
Yeah, and as we've said, we've seen those kind of shots beat good goalkeepers time after time in this tournament. So fair play to Crocombe for being alive to that one. So back to Salamakers on the edge of the box, dancing in and out. Digs out a really nice low ball into Raskin, actually, who gets it back out to Fernandez Pardo. Onto the byline. Cross comes in, parried away by Crocombe in the New Zealand goal. And again, everyone wants a shot at goal now. That time it's Tiate. That was probably the worst one yet. It was always rising on the half volley. And just a minute and change left of this one now.
That was not a great effort. It was. You can see why. 34 attempts for Belgium. Wow, only 9 on target out of the 34. That's not an amazing conversion, it has to be said. But after the centre half there going for glory. I mean, it's one of them that you say don't shoot, but if it landed, then you'd be calling him a genius. So you can see why he's at 4-1 up, but complete waste. Just under a minute to go, and I think both teams just wanted that final whistle for 2 very different reasons.
Yep, so many touches in the opposition box for Belgium as well. They've really been playing New Zealand like a fiddle for most of this one. New Zealand did get that consolation goal through just, but it was just that consolation. It's pumped away by Tiate. Romelu Lukaku is having a good workout in this 10-minute cameo, and he does really well there. Shows pace and strength to bully Sermon off the ball. He gets it back. Are we going to see a pot shot from him? No, he composes himself, cuts inside. The shot comes in, and it's another goal for Belgium, wrapping this one up. Salamakers, another who I have to say does deserve a goal. He's been electric since coming off the bench. He came in at the near post, and Crocombe, after having a really good 5 minutes, is beaten by one that you won't want to see again too often. Whether it just came through a field of bodies, we'll have to have a look. It was really good, patient play from Romelu Lukaku, actually, who gets the assist. And it was just one of those where the keeper's weight is going to the right and it's too late for him to readjust. Goes threaded through 2 New Zealand bodies.
Lovely. And
it's a 5th goal for Belgium, one that you have to say they deserve.
Yeah, and a late goal for Iran to win the game late on. So it looks like Iran will finish second in behind Belgium just before full time. And Egypt will drop down to 4 points into third, but it looks like they'll just have enough just in the 3rd place playoffs. But Iran into the top 2 with a very, very late goal.
Yeah, I think that means that Scotland's hopes are surely over of reaching the round of 32 as well, if another team has moved past them in the 3rd place standings. For some reason, the referee is playing on, and they had 3 kicks of the ball from the kick-off before deciding that was enough. So that was a strange end to the game, but it was a fantastic performance by Belgium. They've thoroughly outplayed New Zealand. It ends New Zealand 1, Belgium 5.
Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting markets, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting markets, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting markets, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting markets, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting markets, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting markets, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting markets, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting markets, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck! Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result,